Hey guys, in this video I'm going to be showing you the best way to do the Stockades boost as a duo with two mages. Now this is going to be the most efficient way to do it because of the lockouts. You get 5 lockouts every hour, so we're kind of aiming for around 10-minute runs while doing this and killing as many mobs as possible. So by doing this run, we're going to be getting 57 mobs in only 4 pulls. Now this will take anywhere from 8 to 9 minutes, which is perfect amount of time for the lockouts. So let's get right into this. Now this is the spec that I would recommend going. You want to mainly go into Arcane for that clear casting, and then you also want to go into the Frost just with 2 points so that your Living Flame doesn't resist. Now for the runes, you want to have Living Bomb, Regeneration, and Living Flame. These are very, very important for what we're going to be doing. Now, when you're doing this right here, this method, we're going to be pulling 2 lots of 2 rooms at once. So 4 rooms every single pull. So the first 2 rooms, and then you want to also grab the next 2 rooms. And what you're going to do is you're going to stack them all up together. Now, when you pull the first 2 rooms, you want to Nova them to just keep them off you. And then by the time the Nova drops, you will have pulled the second room on each side. And then you want to stack them together like normal. Use your Living Flame to make sure you have a decent amount of healing, and then the only difference with this is that your regeneration is actually going to run out. It only lasts for 30 seconds, so halfway through the kill phase your regeneration is going to drop off, so you really need to make sure that you reapply a new regeneration which will keep your healing up while you're doing this. Now you may need to use your Evo or some mana pots to make sure you have enough mana at the end. But a big tip that I could give when doing this is to have a wand that has arcane damage, because if you have your regeneration up, the beacon from your regeneration, your arcane wand damage will actually heal you. So this is a good way to finish off the leftover mobs. Say you have 1, 2, 3 mobs that are left over that are still hitting you, then you can heal just by wanding them down if you're out of mana. Now once you've done the first 4 rooms, what you want to do next is you want to clear the end room and the hallway. So you want to stack these up together. So you want to pull all the mobs in the hallway, in the back room, and then down on the left side hallway. And this is a pretty decent sized pull. So we'll go ahead and we'll do that right now. So you want to make sure that you use your regeneration before and pre-regeneration. As soon as you do that, you want to make sure that you get your mana all the way back up to full, and then you're ready to go. Now when you're doing this, I'd highly recommend having the new BFD world buff. So the buff up in the corner right here, this gives you a lot of speed increase. I believe it's 20% movement increase. So this helps out a lot when pulling the mobs, just to take less damage, because obviously you're going to run faster than the mobs, and this just makes it a lot easier to pretty much pull all the mobs before they start actually hitting you and doing damage. So as you can see, we used our regeneration right away. We pre-popped that. Make sure we got full mana, and then we go ahead and pull the mobs. You want to pull all the mobs in here, then you want to use a Nova to keep them off you while you go down and pull the rest of the mobs in the hallway. You want to make sure you grab all the mobs in the hallway, and then you want to stack them up in your Living Flame, just like this, and you want to pull the mobs all the way up to the very top part right here. So this way, if they flee and you have low mana, and you can't actually Nova them, they won't run into the rooms down the bottom and pull the mobs, which will have full health, and you'll have no mana, which will make it very hard to actually kill them. So you want to make sure that you pull them back up to the top. As you can see, this guy is heading down to a room where it could pull someone. So you really want to make sure that you're both either wanding them or doing damage to the mobs before they go down and pull a mob that has full health. Now, once you've cleared the hallway just like this, that was the second pull. So going on to the third pull right now will be the next 4 rooms on the left side. We are not clearing the right side, because the mobs on the right side actually stun you and can get very difficult when doing this, even as a duo, but especially when you're doing this solo, these stuns can get very annoying. So we're 5 minutes in so far. Now the next pull that we're going to be doing is these 4 rooms on the left side. So you want to do the same thing. You want to go into the first 2 rooms. You both want to Nova the mobs to get them off you. This will give you enough time to go into the next lot of rooms and be able to pull them. Your Nova should break by then, and then everyone should stack up. You want to get one side, you want to have your other booster friend get the other side, and then you just want to stack up on one side, whichever side you decide, it does not matter. And then you want to stack them up, and you want to make sure that both of the living flames are hitting all of the mobs. And then when your arcane explosion, when you're spamming that, it will also hit the rest of the mobs all at once. So as you can see, we're pulling the next lot of rooms right here. Now the first mobs that we noted back at the start should come and join in. We want to living flame right now, stack the mobs up together in the living flame. So all of the mobs are in the living flame. You want to make sure that you regeneration, because by then it will have dropped. So you want to make sure that you redo that right then, just so your health will stay up from the healing from the living flame and the arcane explosions. So just like that, that was the third pull, and we cleared all the mobs in these 4 rooms right here. You just want to finish off any stragglers that have a bit of leftover health, like this one right here. And then what we're going to be doing now is we're going to be clearing the whole end room, including the boss in the end room. Now, with the end room down at the end, the only thing that can be a bit annoying is that the boss will actually fear you. So when this happens, you kind of want to make sure that you put out a early living flame. So this way, if you get feared, you can also heal yourself with while you're being feared, basically. So once again, you want to make sure that you both have full mana. So eat up to full mana, and then you both want to pre-pop regeneration and a mana shield, and then regeneration. And then you want to eat once again to full mana. Once you both have full mana, you both run in while your regeneration is still nice and fresh. This way it will last as long as possible. Now you want to have one of the boosters go to the left side, one of the boosters go to the right side to pull the mobs. When you first run in there, you want to nova the mobs in the middle, just so they stay off you while you pull each side. Once you both have pulled one side each, then you want to pull the center room together, and you can stack the mobs up in the center room, or you can just pull them and then kill the mobs in the center of this whole circle. So as you can see, we both pulled one side each. Now we're going to pull the center room. This is where you want to have your living flame out, stack the mobs up together, and then just spam your arcane explosion just like so. There is a decent amount of mobs in this pool right here, but the living flame will obviously heal you more than the damage that they actually do on you. So just like that. Then when they start fleeing away, what you can do is you can evo if you're both low on mana and the mobs still have a bit of health. You can evo up to full mana, finish off the mobs, and that is the full way to do it, and the best way to do it as a duo. This is going to be around 57 mobs in only 4 pulls, and it should only take you around, well, it took us around, 8 minutes and 44 seconds. So in total, about 9 minutes each time. This means you can do 5 of these per hour before the lockout. The other few minutes will take into consideration for getting the mobs together or eating and stuff like that, getting paid for the boost, etc. So that's the best way to do the duo Mage Stockades boost. If you would like to learn more about making gold, check out my gold making guide, and I'll see you in the next video.